Q1 was ridiculous, as it was supposedly dry 10 minutes in, but the dry did not come till 5 minutes to go, so as I'm doing my lap for the enters, it becomes dry. And so I ran out of time to do a dry run, and it left me P19. My bad, really. I should have just waited for the dries, or went and should have just waited for the dries or did enters earlier.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Perez, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Russell, Ricciardo, Bottas, Magnussen, and Fernando Alonso, Vettel, Joe, Lance Stroll, and Gasly, Tsunoda, Ocon, Nicholas Latifi, and Alex Albon, the engineer, and Mick Schumacher. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint.
Formation lap was okay. Tyres could not heat properly though, and I still got a bad start. Helped by 3 or 4 restarts, of which I am not ashamed because the AI were being complete idiots and turning into me, and me half doing the same. But in the end, something weird happened. I was already P1 and was close to lapping someone, close to the end of the race, end of the sprint, and I had to retire for no apparent reason. But I believe it was from contact with the AI and the floor and all the other areas that can be damaged in that vicinity. They got too much damage, and I think I had to retire. I think because otherwise it would have been too dangerous to carry on. But what do I know? I should just not get damaged with the AI. Can't be doing this. Especially when we're this far back from Charles in the championship. Sorry about my large snivel at the end of the grid sequence. Hay fever, I think. I don't know. Today my body's been mucking up a lot. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm doing the race and the video on the same day.
Exciting race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Perez, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Ricciardo, Russell, Magnussen, Bottas, and Guan Yu Zhou, Mick Schumacher, Stroll, Yuki Tsunoda, and Albon, Ocon, Latifi, Pierre Gasly, and Fernando Alonso. They've taken a grid penalty. Vettel and the engineer. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Sorry again about that. Formation lap was okay, and the grid placement was perfect. The start was poor as always, but even with a target of 1 overtake a lap, I was P8 by lap 6 and P1 by lap 14. Lap time breakdown will be on the screen in a minute, so I do not have to read it all out, which takes time. After lap 30 or something similar to that, close to that, I hit the apex and sausage curb of turn 1, and I instantly, I think, got yellow side pod, underbody, diffuser and barge board area damage. But Mark would only tell me about the diffuser and side pod damage. However, as you can see, I won and improved my fastest lap anyway, so it does not matter too much. And now we are 86 points behind Charles, and if you get 1-2, me being 1, I can still win the championship, which is still good. But yeah, less than ideal. I would prefer that I could have a retirement or two, but you know, game says no. So guess we got to follow what the game says. This is what I meant about the breakdown. So yellow is below target. Obviously, yellow is when you get a slow sector in green in real life. Green is when you improve, and purple is when you're fastest of everyone. There's nothing when you're equal, so yeah, I couldn't think of anything better. And the colours match real life, so yeah, betting in the game.